Don't you have days that sometimes you wonder how you made it? How you don't look like what you've been through? You know, I love it in life where, you know, just because you went through, because, if I can write a book about my story, and I say that because I've had my moments in life. It's interesting to me because people who just see from the surface level don't really get to know you for who you really are, your struggles and everything that you've been through. Sometimes we all hide behind a smile. We hide, the hurt and pain and emotions and things that we go through. And sometimes we just have to do that, just to kind of, go on with our day and with our lives, so we don't just continue to reflect on the negativity that has happened. But what I've also seen in my life is that, even people that are very close to me seem to think that I'm somehow, exempt from hardships and exempt from, the having to really pull myself out of a really bad mental situation where I could have almost lost my sanity. I have learned in life, the way I used to cope with life and with life's misfortune is to kind of bury it. I've always internally have analyzed things and made, taken responsibility for my part in the situations that I put myself in. But at the same time, I'm not a crybaby. I can wipe the dust off my ass and keep on going and hopefully, make better choices in life. But there are some people that even people that I felt should know me better than that, who almost have this disdain against me, thinking that my life has been golden. And I was even given the name the Golden Child one time at a place of employment that I had. And, almost like, oh, nothing happens to you. No, it's because I don't wear my dysfunctions and the stuff that's happened to me as a badge, as look at me, or have some type of mentality, victim mentality. I've always, were able to take my L's, learn from them and move on with life, pick myself up, because a lot of times people don't encourage you. A lot of times people just, and then again, it's not for you to share your story with everybody, because not everybody that you share your stories with, or the things that's been going on in your life and the struggles that you have, really care. A lot of people just want to use that information to gossip or to whatever, so I found to keep my situation to myself a lot of times, and because I do that and I pull myself out of bad situations, I've had to reinvent myself several times, and I think there's a lot of strength that come from that. I used to hide that fact, and now I'm just really happy that I chose that route rather than the victim mentality route, But I say that because sometimes people see you and you're looking good and you're smelling good, your hair done, your makeup done, and but you forget that we all have struggles in life. That's one thing that we can share, is that we all share struggles in life. Just because you see a smile on the face don't mean that there aren't things in the heart that hurt. Okay, we all deal with a lot of stuff. Now what that has done to me is see past people's smile. And I thank God for giving me a heart that connects with other people's heart. It's like I can almost dissect, a lot of bullshit. I can, I don't know, sense and feel, people's energies and vibe, who they really are at the core, and I thank God for that gift. I thank God for that gift, because that has made me so wise, that some people you can share your stories and struggles with, and it will help them to empower them. And that's what I want to do, not to join a pity party or a victim mentality party. No, a lot of times we perpetuate our own struggles because there are lessons that we need to learn in life, and then there are things that we have to protect, which is protecting our heart, protecting our mental, protecting our the things that we share with people that may be used against you. And when I say that, is not that you have anything to hide, but again, you don't share your truths with just anybody, because a lot of people don't really care. They just want to have ammunition against you to use whatever thing that you confided in them with against you. So you have to have a discernment inside of you that knows when you're supposed to share a story or share something that you struggle with, or a victory even, and to where it's going to help. So what I've learned to do is I listen, because if you listen to people, they tell you who they are. If you listen to people, whatever resonate with them, or you learn, okay, when you can help somebody and when it's not your turn to help people. I thank God that this last year, okay, has made me so wise, and I'm so thankful, even for the things that that were really ugly that happened to me, or things that I've experienced. How I turned that around to the good is by extracting the lessons in it, extracting those things that are meant for me to examine within myself, that helps me to change beliefs that I was probably erroneous on, change programming that, came from childhood dysfunctions. I just really, take the time to look at these situations and these things, and even these people that come into my life, and just use it as tools, to get to know people at their core, how people operate, and I say that to everyone, all the things that you've been through in life, all the dysfunction, all the traumas, it's one thing, just living life repeating those things in your and blaming other people, because of this and that and the other things that happen to you in life. But when you really use them as lessons, when you use all that dysfunction, all the hurt, all the things that you've been through, when you use them as lessons, that you learn, you get to be stronger in your in protecting your heart. You get to be stronger in protecting your mental, and you get to be stronger of who it is that you help and what people it's not for you to help. Okay. So, I say all that because you're not supposed to look like what you went through. That's what makes it beautiful. Okay. Because we're not carrying that old baggage. Okay. I'm happy to be me. I'm happy that I've learned these lessons. I don't ever want to repeat the same old mistakes. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm not going to make new mistakes. Yes, we are going to live life, continue to live life, but I just not going to, I cut the pattern of making the same old mistakes. Of course, I don't look like what I've been through, but that, my friends, is the victory. I love you all. Okay. Be